Steve D and the Sabatine winning the wrench. Way to go, way to improve.
Morning, lead. So just an update. So we're in the triage. Everything used to be against all these vacuum poles and stuff like that. We got stuff moved. Just got it moved just to see how it'll work. As we work through the day, we can figure out if this is the right sequence or if we want to move it and make it more efficient.
The clam's clean. Really appreciate it. It was a really fun exercise getting together and doing a little brainstorm session of what improvements we could do for our stretch and flex, and then we got to test one of them today.
Jacob and I are here at the air compressor. We made the starting the air compressor Gemba dock. We also then used green for on and red for off is on done, so it's easier to look at which one you need to do for the day. Gonna try it out. Looking pretty good.
Really appreciate it. Mr. Dogs helped build a shelf for the faucet holes.
Also, the steps are labeled, but this one's missing one because we got a new one and it just never got updated, so I'm gonna get a label on it.
Hey, Elite Marble fans, here I'm at this fantastic power mold. We're almost done with the project. That doesn't mean we can't keep improving. Two things that have not been dealt with is one, how we tape this edge so that we don't get delamination, and two, setting these hats. So right here would be three. What we'll be using is the permanent hats, and it ends up going through. It takes, instead of 3 or 4 minutes to grind, it takes about 15 minutes to grind these. So what we're gonna do, Shane had a great idea, is screw a bar down here so we can clamp it and use our regular clamps. Alright, E-Team, went about and realized that we were spending a lot of time going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So literally our improvement time would be to go get rags, and then our improvement time would to go get buckets, and then our improvement time, whatever. And then as far as 3S, and so basically our entire improvement and 3S time would be going to get equipment, and then basically it would be on Spray's shoulder to maintain all of everything. And then sometimes we'd even go and steal it from them, so then they'd have to refill their stuff. And so we make Kanbans for acetone, rags, sticks, cups, and I believe that's it. But yeah, hopefully that'll help really maintain a proper inventory, and then we'll know exactly what we're using, where we're using it. Hey guys, so I worked with Gruber to kind of talk to them about a pumping system so that they have we can put a hose on. So it kind of gave me a good idea to just try this lock line in the Fernco. Now I found out that the Fernco doesn't work in the acetone, but anyway, it does work with bending it over and running the mix. So and when we run Tiverian, a lot of times the dead middle of where the mix comes out hits where the Tiverian is not, and it creates a whole ton of over processing, a ton of excess motion, and we got to transport all the material. And so it turns out this worked pretty good. It's definitely in a full test stage, definitely not an improvement yet, but just a good idea. But then we also realize every time we do a big mold, it knocks out the little dirt catcher thing that we have. So that was a great idea by Shane, but Chris helped me with that. We got that fixed. Hey, E-Team. Just an update. This thing is working sweet. Hey, E-Team. Quick improvement. I documented what the new Sterling Swirls is since the company went out of business. So I have the Comp 1 number as well as the HK research number. And made a Kanban card. And then I'm working with Mr. Chris. Is getting a sample made for the Mexican sand.
Morning, Elite. So Robert and I made a Gemba doc on how to change the blade. We made a QR code how to change it. It also has the breadcrumb for the finished marketplace in the blue bin.
Documented the standard of how to change the code, save the streak. Way to go. Brought the beefness, adding a support to the shelf.
Hey everybody, Robert here on the back of the first workstation, and our old stuff, we took down all the hardware and all the pieces. And there were still some hanging up there, but I got them down. So we should be looking all right. We're looking fresh over here, and should be good to go. Thanks. Okay. Hey everybody, Robert over here by the finish line. We're gonna move our sander closer to our station, and we'll have a better range of motion, and I'll show you when I'm done. Thanks.
Morning, lead. So kind of clean this up to see what we actually have here so we can identify what we need to move. So we'd like to get this here so we're not turning around and taking 2 or 3 steps back here and then taking 2 or 3 steps back here. We'd like to get it right here so we can just work right on the product and not have to put all the waste in.
Over at Finish, and Jesse and I just got the new garbage bag holder up, so now we could actually have easier access to the garbage bags. Thank you.
Yes, Chris uncovered a problem, got it fixed. Nice before and after. Great work, everybody. Great improvements. And remember, nothing changes if nothing changes.